beautiful souls. Calista here with our week ahead angel healing reading, energy boost, blessing, and anything else that the angels want to share with us. How are you doing? Just seeing if we're live on Facebook. I have to laugh, by the way. So the new broadcasts on Facebook, they do automatic captions, and because sometimes my words have this, the thick Scottish accent comes through. It's just pure amusement and entertainment looking at the captions and seeing what words they pick. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, hi everybody watching live and also on the replay. Hey Pia, hey Manny, hey Angela, hey Sue. For those of you who are new, come and say hi. Hey Diane. Oh, beautiful sister and friend, literally not far from me here in Scotland. I must admit, it is pouring with rain here. It's been quite stormy and dark, like really reminiscent of what Scotland is portrayed to be. If you've never been to Scotland, it's a real, what we would say, a real drift day here in Scotland. I'd love to see what the captions say about that word drift. Oh. So how have you been, friends? Have you had a good week? The angels said last week that it was going to be all about self-empowerment, self-reliance, putting in the hard work. And yeah, I really feel like it's brought up quite a lot last week. Were you feeling that? And we're headed towards an eclipse. And anytime we go into an eclipse season like we're in right now, 3 weeks before an eclipse, the eclipse itself, which is going to be on Wednesday, it's going to be a full moon, in fact a supermoon. It's the second supermoon of this year. Last one was in April, so the moon is much closer to the earth, so it's going to look bigger and therefore have more of an effect on our emotions, our behaviors, our patterns, and also it's a full lunar eclipse. So we haven't had this in a couple of years. So 3 weeks before the eclipse and 3 weeks after this window, the eclipse windows always bring up a lot of change. Some people would say it would be quite intense, but I mean, it depends on your perspective. If you are here on your ascension path, change, you're familiar with change, you're on board with change, and you probably see it more as an opportunity. So the eclipses show us where we need to heal. And sometimes healing is not about physical healing or coming back to a state of wellness and fitness. Sometimes it's realizations. Sometimes it's breakthroughs. Sometimes it's creating the space for self-reflection. And this really has been gaining momentum the last couple of weeks as we lead up to the full eclipse on Wednesday. It is going to be a big week for healing, friends, but it's under the sign of Sagittarius. Now, I'm not an astrologist, but I'll share from the angels' perspective. And if you've never came to the readings before, the way that I normally share these with the angels is we channel first. The angels will come through. What angels are going to be overlighting our week will come through with a message. They've started already. Then we go into a spread, and I'm going to pull a card for somebody as well. I'll do a reading for somebody. Just make sure that you've shared the video and comment shared so I know to come to you. And then right at the end, we'll do a form, either an attunement, angelic resonance, a space of angelic resonance, like a sound healing resonance, but instead it's a vibrational resonance with the angels, meditation or blessing, whatever they want to share with us. So we're going to be here for around about half an hour. If you have had no time to yourself today, treat this as your time. This is your sacred space. We're here every Sunday evening live at 8 o'clock UK time, and then later on the replay. So this is your time, okay? And before we get into more about the eclipse and what's happening this week and how Sagittarius is playing out, let's invite in the beautiful angels who are overlighting this week. And they asked me to go and put this on, this sort of like pale duck egg blue, because this is their colors. This is the color of this angelic pair. So we have both sides of the one angel, the feminine coming through and also the masculine. The feminine is Archeia Harmony, and her other half, the masculine half, is Archangel Raguel, known to be the friend of God, the friendship of becoming a friend to ourselves, bringing in harmony and softness and communication into our relationships. So, this particular week, a big theme is relationships and relationship harmony, cooperation, compromise, and compassion. These are big, big themes this week, as it is fairly intense with the eclipse. So let's go into a space. I want you to place your hands on your heart, please, if that feels good. If not, just sit or lay down, however feels best for you. And we're just going to take a moment to relax our breath. Let go of anything that you've just been doing or feel you have to do after this video. Letting it all go. And taking a big breath into your heart. And a big breath out. And again, breathing into your heart. Also breathing into your throat and your solar plexus, where this angel has the greatest influence over. And breathing out. Let's do that one more time. Big breath into your throat, heart, solar plexus, letting these areas be open. And letting go. And we invite in your guardian angels to be here to hold the space of your vibration high, to ensure that everything that comes to, through, from, and around you and us all is unconditionally positive and loving for your experience and your truth. Feeling your guardian angels with you, breathing them in. The deeper we breathe, the more that we receive, the more that we connect. And this paves the way to have a really tangible, visceral experience with the archangels, with the Archeia, the feminine complements. And today we are graced as they come forward, Archangel Raguel and Archeia Harmony, master of the pale blue ray, the ray of harmony, cooperation, compromise, compassion, devotion. And just feel yourself almost swaddled like a newborn baby in this soft pale blue light. Breathing it in, especially into your heart, solar plexus, throat. And allowing yourself to be soft, to hear their wisdom. And we ask that this reading is going to be universal, but it's going to speak to you personally, bringing forward any insights, any healing, any empowerment that you are ready for. And so it is. Thank you. And they're inviting us to visualize the Archangel Raguel is standing on your right hand side. He's a lot more grounded, almost has he's very like St. Francis of Assisi. He has that piety and almost like brotherly love, as well as the connection to the animals too. And he's here, and just to feel him coming into your presence, allowing him into your aura. And on your left hand side, like a summer breeze, Lady Harmony comes in. And even though she serves on the blue ray, there is flecks and sparkles of diamond in her light. And she's very like the fairies, especially the summer fairies, the fairies that you get when the flowers come into bloom. And it's interesting because the full moon on Wednesday is called the Flower Moon. And so we have this beautiful connection with Lady Harmony and the fairies coming in on the left. And one last deep breath in. Full breath out, opening your eyes. And they're reminding us that the blessing, their presence is just as meaningful as this reading. So really feel them with you, friends, okay? Lean into them. And please, if this music is too loud, please let me know. And if you would like a reading, just hit share on the video if you're live, and then type shared in the comments so I know to come to you. A lot of you are resonating with what they've said already. Yeah, they're always so spot on, aren't they? It's not me, friends, it's them. Okay, so let's go to the reading. Really, it's interesting, okay? Really interesting. So just let's look a little bit at the eclipse. So as I said, period of intensity, 3 weeks before the eclipse on Wednesday and 3 weeks after. We're not going to be able to see the full lunar eclipse here in the UK, but if you're in North America, South America, across Asia, you'll be able to see it. But no doubt we will definitely be feeling it no matter where we are. And it's given us this opportunity, because it's under the energy of Sagittarius, it's given us the opportunity of really being honest with ourselves, honest especially in relationships. And the angels never will tell us to walk away from relationships, or they'll never tell us through another person anyway. They might say that to you through your higher self, but what they are saying is, in terms of relationships this week, you might be asked under this eclipse either to the relationships that are just not serving you anymore. You're going to be given a choice either to walk away from those relationships or to heal the underlying dynamic of them in order to rebirth them, make them new. So either to walk away or rebirth them. And the energy that's coming forward with this, if it was encapsulated into a symbol, would be the butterfly. And this is why we're with these cards, which is the Universal Wisdom deck. So if you can imagine, the symbol for this week is definitely the butterfly. It's one of either death in one way or rebirth. I mean, death and rebirth in life, they're all the same. They're all part of the same cycle. So have a feel into that right now, into your friendships, into your romantic relationships, your intimate relationships. What needs to change? Are you willing to invest your heart, your full heart, put everything on the table and say, right, I am all in. Let's change the underlying dynamics. What's got in the way before? Let's heal and move on and rebirth this relationship because we both want to. Or is it time to let go? To thank everything that this relationship or this partnership, this working relationship served, and is it time just to walk away in grace? So have a feel into that. This also, now another way that we can look at it, because the butterfly is so multifaceted, what a medicine the butterfly holds, is the relationship with ourself. So if it's not relationships with others that this is resonating with, this information, it will be relationship with yourself, okay? Which this angel definitely can help us with. The relationship between ego and higher self. So self with a small s, self with a big S, that relationship. And the underlying dynamic here to be healed is past life and wounds. Old wounds and stories that you're carrying from this current lifetime and how they are similar to other lifetimes. So it'd be a really good week for you to receive past life regression or go through a past life regression yourself, taking yourself through it, which you can do. There's loads of YouTube videos, I'm sure, take you through past life regression. There's one on my website called Discover Your Other Lives, and that's held by the goddess Isis, and you go into the Sphinx, and you travel through your Akashic records. But just go to a journey that serves you, or take yourself through it, or go to a hypnotherapist. It would be a very good week to look at where past lives are having a negative influence in your now reality, especially in your perspective, how they are stopping you from being fully present with yourself, fully present with other people, because life is really all about relationships, isn't it? It is. It's all about relationships, either with our kids, our parents, our friends, our lovers, our work colleagues. So, how is the past life? How is your past life? Blocks, karma, fears, doubt, patterns, how are they influencing you? And how is that playing out in your relationships? And the cards reflect this just so perfectly, because the first card for Monday and Tuesday, as we begin this new week, so the 24th of May 2021, would be past life. Past life. And it has a very strong, even though we've got Harmony and Raguel here, we've also got Archangel Metatron coming through strongly. Now he comes in with these oranges and reds and golds anyway, but Archangel Metatron is an angel that you can work with to look at your Akashic records. Now, you don't just have one soul Akashic record, we have multiple Akashic records. I know of 6, I'm sure there's probably more than that, but Archangel Metatron, as a divine teacher, as a guide of ascension, can help you to understand your timeline and to bring into your awareness as you're sitting in meditation, or maybe ask him Monday, Tuesday to come into your dreams and say, Archangel Metatron, I kindly invite you to come into my dreams and show me what past lives I need to bring healing to, or resolution to, or forgiveness to, that are somehow having a negative influence in my now reality. Please show them to me. Help me to heal them. Help me to be aware. And he will definitely do that, friends. He really will. He is a master of time, of time beyond our physical time space reality here in the quantum field. He really helps you. So interesting. I don't know if you can see behind me in the window. It's catching my eye right now. Do you see that tree? But the energy of the tree is coming forward like the dryad. Do you see that? Do you see the face in the tree? And it's funny because anybody seen that? The face in the tree? I was so close to picking the tree oracle for this reading, and maybe I should have, because their energy is coming in with that beautiful tree dryad spirit. Let me know if you can see him in the comments. Let me know. But trees are a wonderful medicine as well. If you feel that you don't want to connect with Archangel Metatron, or you've asked him for help to come into your dream times or meditation, and the energy, the awareness is not there of the past lives, go out, go into nature, respectfully go up to a tree and ask, can I come into your space? So many people don't do this, but it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. The trees will respect you for it, and they will let you in more to their reality, more to their magical realm. And ask the tree if you can sit down and place your back against its trunk, and ask the tree, ask the wisdom of the tree to show you your past life entanglements. Trees are fantastic teachers at showing us, because their roots are all intermingling and entangled with one another. They will show you on a very physical level, okay, where do I need to detangle from? What lifetimes do I need to detach from and bring my power from that lifetime that's held in my memory, in my soul memory, into the present? So you've got two helpers, Archangel, Metatron, or go out and be with the beautiful tree beings Monday, Tuesday for past life healing. We come back to past life energy at the end of the week with the card that came forward. But Wednesday, so when we have the eclipse and into Thursday, we are coming into the pale blue light of harmony. This is when harmony and Archangel Raguel are really going to be present within your field if you invite them forward, because they're coming in with these beautiful colors. And also we've got the light of rose quartz crystal. Now, if you have rose quartz crystal, this would be a good opportunity for you to have a bath and be in water this week. Or if you don't have a bath, you can, of course, just carry rose quartz crystal. But there's something altogether magical by putting rose quartz crystal, which is quartz, so it's okay to put in water. Even if you have salt in the water, it doesn't matter, because it's quartz, it's fine. You can place that in your water and ask for those energies of compassion and compromise and harmony in all of your relationships with self, with your colleagues, with your family, to come in and feel the love of the rose quartz crystal really coming into your heart and softening. This is a time of softening. Wednesday and Thursday, when it's going to be probably the most intense for this eclipse, soften, okay? Really soften. Use rose quartz crystal. Carry it with you. If you're a woman, pop it in your bra. If you wear a bra, you might not wear a bra, but have it around you for sure. And then as we come in later on in the week, so Friday and also into the weekend, we have this card which says no more wounds. Again, we're getting this beautiful blue coming in. It's almost like Monday, Tuesday will reveal to us the entanglements. It's almost like we'll have the awareness of what the past lives, and that can be in other lifetimes that are relating to now, as well as your old relationships in this current timeline. You know, your old lovers, your old friends, having that awareness, that will come forward like stirring a big pot, that'll lift. Then we go into healing and softening, letting yourself experience everything that's coming up. And then as we go into Friday and Saturday, Sunday, it's a time for you to do the healing, to do the let go, and come into your universal power, I'm hearing, and your own capacity for letting go, for letting love, for coming into a space of greater empowerment. When we do things like this type of healing, working with our timeline, working in that quantum field, it can be absolutely life-changing, energetically life-changing, because we're creating a new timeline, but also it helps us to be less reactive, to have a greater perspective, to not be so stressed out, because we're more in the moment. We're less in the past. We're not living our life through storied filters of cynical love or abusive love based on what's happened in the past. We're just really present. It can be life-changing. So the eclipse asks us, invites us to go deep, okay? This will be a week of deep healing, of lots of insights coming to you just in your day-to-day life. I normally get these eclipse windows when I take a shower, or when I just go to the bathroom. I'm literally just, doing normal physical things, that's when all the insights come. It's not necessarily when I'm sitting down on a meditation cushion or doing yoga or something more spiritual, as the New Age would say. It's more just in the mundane moments when I'm just receptive and I'm just listening. So be really aware, okay? Give yourself that opportunity to soften midweek and then let go. Let go. Be the butterfly. Allow that change. What a wonderful reading. Thank you so much to the angels for holding that space. I'm going to ask if anybody would like a reading. Marabella, I think, is here. Marabella is one of the most fantastic regression hypnotherapists, by the way. If you would like somebody to take you through hypnotherapy, she's here. Please get in touch. There she is. Yeah. Giving you a shout out, sister. Okay, so who would like a reading? Lizette, you always put rose quartz in your bra. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? It just softens. So I'm going to ask the angels, I'm going to scroll through your comments. Who is the best person, highest and best this week to give a reading to? Sam Beadle, I'm going to come to you, my love. How are you? Sam, how funny. I didn't know that we had another deck here. with another butterfly on. It's a different deck, but still we're in the energy of the butterfly for you, Sam. Highest and best for you. Oh, we've got a jumping card. Do you love when that happens? Sam, really straightforward message for you. The camera's not picking it up, but it says raise your standards. Now is the time to raise your standards. I don't know what's going on with the camera, but there is this beautiful pale blue light. It's coming through and it's all over this card. And we have the energy of Archeia Harmony, very, very strong. Now, how she works, and this is in particular to raising your standards in relationships, by the way, Sam, and for anybody else who can take this. So how the feminine and the masculine archangels work is, it's very complementary, but it's also different. So Archangel Raguel is a lot more physical in his way of helping, for example, an arguing pair to come back together. For example, he will physically inspire you to come into the same room, to physically be there, so there can be a physical resolution. He will nudge you and guide you and drop little, insights to meet the other person physically. Whereas Archeia Harmony will come in, and because she works a lot with sound and the element of air, she's more subtle, almost like she'll whisper to you words of compassion and compromise, to see yourself in the other person's perspective, and also to realize that life is so short. What you're probably arguing about, will that have such a meaning and such an emotional intensity and charge in a couple of days' time, or a couple of weeks' time? In the grand perspective of your life, does it really matter, whatever you're arguing about? She'll really help you to be that honest. She's wonderful. So here we have more of Archeia Harmony coming forward for you. So it's more subtle. So listen to her honesty in how you can raise your standards in your relationship. And this is also with self, how you can raise your relationship with yourself. Can you understand that, Sam? Let us know in the comments if you can. Pia says she's just bought a rose quartz skull. It's probably a little bit heavy to put in your bra. Yeah, I'd say so. Adele, I don't normally do more than one reading, but I feel really guided to pick your card. You're saying, what do I need to know most from the angels right now? Straight away, they're saying, pick this card for you. That you always have a choice. It says, I always have a choice. And on the back, it says, I choose to believe that it's easy to change a thought or a pattern. It is my choice to do so. That really just ties in this whole message so much. You do have a choice. Okay, can you understand that? Coming through with a lot of love. Please connect with Raguel and Harmony as well, Adele, because they're around you. You're welcome, Sam. Okay, so let's go in to a space of resonance, I think, with the angels. So this is a healing space. If you imagine, what I mean by resonance is, have you ever had a sound bath where you've been sitting or laying down and there's been a sound practitioner and maybe they've sang or played the bowls or drummed and you feel all the vibrations, and then there's just the stillness where you absorb and you integrate the vibrations. So that's what we're going to do, but instead of creating the sound, we're going to bring the angels in and we're going to hold that space of pure angelic resonance just to be in. And it allows us, whatever needs to heal, their light is like bubbles that effervesces within us. So whatever needs to heal and be released, it'll help us to align our energy, I'm being told, with the eclipse as well, so that we can raise our standards. We realize we have a choice. We heal what needs to be healed. We become aware of where we need to let go of the entanglement, and we soften, because this is going to be a very healing week. So we're going to go into that now. But before we do, just very briefly, I want to say a big congratulations to everybody who qualified as an angel healing practitioner today. I'm not going to name you all because it was a big group, but I just want to say well done to you. We had beautiful souls from Scotland, England, Ireland, Luxembourg, different places in Canada, Australia, Netherlands, Austria, Texas, actually many from the East Coast as well of America. Wow, what a group. Lighten up the world more and more with these beautiful practitioners. And I know a lot of you are coming to do your level 3 year teacher's course, your teacher degree in angel healing in August. Cannot wait for that. If you are ready to do your practitioner course in angel healing, there's 2 course dates left. The other teachers, they'll have different dates on this year, but these are the only 2 more angel healing courses I'm teaching this year, and they're going to be in June, a level 2, and there's also a level 2 in July. If you've done your level 2 before and you want to be reattuned, remember you can reset your course with 77% off. That's your alumni discount. It's almost like a little golden gift back to you if you want to come for that beautiful weekend course, the level 2. You don't have to pay all of that. Just remember, just get in touch if you would like that discount code for June or July course. Okay, so let's go into the space of angelic resonance, friends. We'll be here for a few minutes, but it might feel much longer, because the angels, in their time, there is no time. So please close your eyes. And rest your hands on your thighs with your palms facing up to receive. Drawing your chin slightly in towards your chest. And feeling your neck in your back relax. Taking a big breath in, a full breath out. Feeling once more Raguel, your big brother, here on your right hand side, and the sweetness, the fairy like quality of Archeia Harmony on your left. And they're holding the space. And together, they focus their attention into your throat, heart, and solar plexus, softly breathing in their pale blue ray, their healing ray into these areas. And as this happens, you might feel a gentle coolness. And wherever you need the most healing, the most release, you'll feel that more. It'll be more cool in that area, whether it's your heart, throat, or solar plexus. Taking another deep breath in. And just acknowledging that you are ready to become aware of what needs to heal, where you need to bring your power back from past lives. Giving yourself the permission to soften, to either walk away from old relationships that had their day or to rebirth them. And if you make that decision to bring your whole heart, your whole soul into the rebirth, so it can be new and dynamic and fresh. We're now going to sit here for a few minutes in this pure space with the angels, just to receive any insights or just to be with them and be in the healing light. Before we close, the angels are guiding us to see ourselves as a butterfly. So I want you to imagine yourself to be a butterfly. What kind of butterfly are you? Feel into your colors. Experience how it is to be a butterfly, to live so short, but to enjoy and savor every moment. To live with full heart and presence and joy. And then imagine the butterfly condenses down and down and down until it fits into your heart. And allow the butterfly to remain in your heart, flying free in the infinite space, sacred space of your heart, which is connected to all realms, all life, source, within and without. Coming back into the space of being a butterfly throughout your week, anytime you feel guided. And this time next Sunday, the invitation is to let the butterfly go. So if you're here next week, we'll do that together. We'll let our butterfly go. Everything that was brought up to heal and transform, we'll let it go. But for now, it's going to be with us, bringing its medicine, bringing its power throughout this week of great change. Let's draw our hands into prayer position at your heart center. And let's give thanks to the angels for holding the space, for all their love, messages, healing. To the light of the butterfly of rose quartz. May it be a blessed week for you, friends. And we'll see you here next Sunday or on the replay. So much love.